Just a tick under 70,000 packed in here at Nissan Stadium. Not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Today, it all starts the first of 6 on this Super Wild Card weekend, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Tennessee Titans. It's the first of 6 games here on Super Wild Card Weekend, and we are underway on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
19 Lions, 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Ward. Oh, that is incomplete.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Middle. On.
Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready.
To throw, here's Nix. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Yeah, he would go out right near the 35-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st down, Denver.
In motion right goes Sutton. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Captain. Oh, my son. Bombers, bomb. Ready. Away.
In motion right goes Sutton. Now it's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Ready. 180.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
He's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there, and now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
And they're on 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mustang 19.
Ward from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
19, Lion. Bronco 80. Warrior 70. Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And the Titans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
Gibbs will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Nix to the air. He gets this into the hands of Harvey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First and 10.
Here's Nix. And that is taken in by Njoku. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a first and 10. Back to the air with Nix. Right back to Njoku. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Hey, let go.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Oh, what's that? Hey,
They'll find Sutton on the right side complete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. What's good on the extra point? And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner's a former defensive back. I don't know what's a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Go! Cougar 19. Ready?
To throw, here's Ward. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
18 Cardinal, 18
It's a
Cardinal.
gain of 22 yards. And the Titans first down.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. No gain on the play there, a second down.
Brought down right.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
76, Cup 19, Cup 19, 18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Get up.
Throwing is Ward. Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
17 yards.
That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down at the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Finds Gibbs on a check down. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Play lost a yard.
This will wind up a
It's now
loss on the
3rd
play.
and goal.
And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
Come on, set. Hey, ready?
Here's Ward. He'll try and do this himself. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Cortland Sutton. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 95 yards.
What a play right there. This is just a case of get the ball into his hands and let him do sorts of room to run once he caught the ball, and he's finally taken down after as big a play as you'll see all season.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Touchdown! Evan Ingram from 3 yards out. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. That's complete downfield to Okonkwo. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 61 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Ready, set.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Gibbs straight ahead. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jahmyr Gibbs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw is Nix. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. A gain of 5. And the Broncos first down.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Broncos.
Throwing Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. This is the time. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. 53 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pack 19 Lions. Steady.
Now Ward. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Ward. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Vikings, go.
To throw is Ward. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
They'll try and throw for it with Ward. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Cowboy 18, 5.
Throwing now, Ward. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. The final shot before break. Moore. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 64 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And
he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Pat Bryant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small magical spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And space tough to come by there. So he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
60 Eagles. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Ward from the gun on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Ready, 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 ready.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
19 Tiger, 19.
Looking to throw. Moore. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Let's go now. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, two. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakaklo from 6 yards away. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
It's 2nd down.
To throw, here's Nix. That is caught by Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nick's going to keep this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Bombers.
On play action, here's Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18.
That's good for a Broncos 1st down. A gain of 26 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Captain. Away. Go.
Now it's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
Touchdown, Denver.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Will Lutz lining up.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Titans 21.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
7 Pirates. Go.
Ward now working out of the gun. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
19 Lions. 60 Mavericks. Ready.
Now Ward on 4th down. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Titans on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw, here's Ward. Finds Gibbs on the check down. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Going for it, here's Ward. That's into the hands of Ironman. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready! Ready!
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Good for a Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
60.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Here's Ward. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Ward to throw for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by John A. Barron. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this one too low. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal.
Nix to the air. And he's got it. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal.
A 9-yard gain brings up second and goal.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Touchdown, Broncos. David Njoku taking it in. And the Broncos continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
The kick is good.
What's good on the extra point? And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.